What's up, YouTube? Today I want to talk about knockoff fragrances, which are big on. Nowadays, there's a lot of knockoffs everywhere you go. Like, you go in stores, you always see a version of a higher end cologne. It's oftentimes much cheaper. But what I gotta say about knockoffs is I would say stay away from them. They can have weird chemicals, and they're actually finding, like, a lot of scientists have actually studied the knockoffs of colognes, and they found a lot of very toxic ingredients in the cologne imitations. And a lot of times you can have strange chemicals in there. You can have solvents and all kinds of stuff that could irritate your skin. And I've got a couple knockoffs. First of all, I wanted to look into. This is Tattooed by Inky. I've seen this in the various stores and sites in the internet. It smells similar to the Ed Hardy. It's kind of in the it's fresh, and it kind of has an Ed Hardy edge. I don't think it smells just like it. And I got Unstoppable Man. Now I'm gonna. This is disgusting. This is cloying, sickly sweet, really disgusting, strange smell. And a lot of knockoffs overall, they have almost no staying power. Like, the more you spend on cologne, usually you're going to get longer lasting fragrances with better quality essential oils. Now, knockoffs, a lot of times they get very synthetic ingredients, and so they kind of take a soapy smell. And the thing with a knockoff, you can get a very high-end scent that smells amazing. Like, you can get Issey Miyake or some great cologne, and then you get an imitation version of it, and it smells terrible. The notes just don't fit in there. It just doesn't quite dry down right, and it just doesn't really keep the kind of smell. And then, if you want to get good knockoffs, here's the thing about it. Like, the people that make knockoffs have to know what they're doing. Like, Perry Ellis and Creation Lamis are the only companies that can really successfully knock off products and make reasonably quality copies. The rest of the companies tend to make wallpaper stripper and basically chemical bottles. It has a very chemical kind of smell to it. And overall, I'd say stay away from knockoffs. And like, if you see on eBay, you see a very expensive cologne that is like $30 for a 4-ounce bottle when it should be over 100. Don't even touch that with a 10-foot pole, because you know what? It's a knockoff, and somebody has pirated the bottle design and gotten a factory to mass produce it, and you're going to end up with weakened versions or some strange stuff that could have solvents or acid or cat piss, or nobody knows what could be in those things. They're finding nowadays that knockoff colognes can have carcinogens and very questionable ingredients. So, the thing to remember is, like, if you think Acqua di Gio is too expensive, Perriel's 360 Red is actually a better version of it. A lot of people in base notes and all over like that scent a lot better. And, like, if you think a certain scent is too sweet, like, Creation Lamis will reformulate the newer versions so they won't be as overpowering. But overall, knockoffs don't have as much staying power, with the exception of Perry Ellis. Now, his scents are very strong. But a good knockoff company builds on the other company's mistakes, and they take a very popular scent and they make the next version have less power, less detrimental attributes. Like, Le Male may have very powerful, kind of overpowering smell to it. Now, if Creation Lamis copies it and tones that down, it might sell as a better product, but it still isn't going to have the lasting power. Now, if Perry Ellis copies it in 360 White, it starts to get a little bit feminine. It doesn't quite keep the edge that Le Male has. And overall, I would just stick to Le Male in those kinds of cases. Like, if I want a high-end cologne like Issey Miyake, I don't want any copies. I want the original one, the way it smells. And that's basically my opinion on it. And I hope you enjoy watching.